The two promised seeds and God's purpose. Text, Jer 31:27. Behold, the days are coming, saith the Lord, that I will sow the house of Israel and the house of Judah with the seed of man and with the seed of beast. What are the two promised seeds? Since the sin of the first man, Adam, the earth has been ruled by the devil. Everyone who has sinned is a slave to sin. John 8:34, that is, a slave to the devil, and people are born sinners. Sinners cannot live with the holy God. Of the two promised seeds, one is the seed of God, Luke 8:11, and the other is the seed of the beast, that is, the devil. John 8:44, Matt 13:3-7-9. Since the sin of Adam, the earth has been filled with only descendants of sin. About 3,400 years after Adam's sin, God's promise, Jer 31, and purpose were to make those born of God's seed the kingdom and people of God. So he sowed two kinds of seeds, and he distinguished between the children of God and the children of the devil through these two kinds of seeds. Jer 31:27, Matt 13. Since the seeds were sown, they grew, and there was a time for harvest, and at harvest time, the ripe grains born of God's seed among the two kinds of seeds were harvested, while those born of the devil's seed were left in the field. So the two kinds of seeds were distinguished. Only those born of God's seed are righteous like God and are God's children, while those born of the devil's seed are sinners and are the devil's children. The promised word cannot be broken. John 10:35. God's new covenant is the revelation, and it is said that no addition or subtraction can be made to it, so it will be fulfilled as written. When this new covenant is fulfilled, the saints, who see it and believe in it, will become those who keep the new covenant. Reverend 1:3. The purpose of the promise is to harvest and seal and create the 12 tribes, the 144,000, and the white multitude. These are the recreated new heaven, new earth, and the people of heaven. In this revelation incident, the warning letter was in Revelation 2:3. The apostasy of the chosen people was in Revelation 2 and 13. The destruction of the chosen people was in Revelation 6:8, 9, and 13, and the destruction of the enemy was in Revelation 12:18, and 16. The victory of the devil and Satan was in Revelation 8:9, and 13, and the victory of God was in Revelation 12:11, 16, 15, 19, and 18. The place where God and heaven come is in Revelation 3 and 21. The marriage with Satan was in Revelation 2 and 18, and the marriage with Jesus is in Revelation 19. The promised harvest was in Revelation 14, and the recreation was in Revelation 7 and 21. The resurrection of the spirit and flesh is in Revelation 20. After the events of Revelation 6, the promised first heaven and first earth disappeared, and the new heaven and new earth of Revelation 7 and 21, which were recreated, is where God's spiritual heaven comes, and the world ruled by God unfolds. This is the purpose of sowing the two seeds. God's purpose is to create a new nation and new family of those who have received forgiveness of sins, and are born of God's seed, and to come here and rule. The most important thing is the promised shepherd of the New Testament, just as there is the promised shepherd Jesus in the Old Testament. This is well expressed in Revelation 1:1, 2, 2, 3, 10, and 22:8, 16. The reason why apostates and destroyers appear in the events of Revelation is because there had to be apostasy of the innate chosen people in order to end an era, and there had to be a destroyer who destroys the apostates. After this, there is a history of salvation. Matthew 24, 2 Thessalonians 2, and by harvesting and sealing and creating the 12 tribes of God's kingdom, God's purpose is for God to come here and rule. This is God's will, so no one can say yes or no to it. After all, it is God's will for an era to end as promised, and for a new era and new people to be created.
Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory. my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. Perfect submission, all is at rest. I am my Savior, I'm happy and blessed, watching and waiting, looking above, filled with His goodness, lost in His love. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior